Hey, and welcome to map 1 of TNT. So, there's a little river outside here, there's a berserk pack up top. This level, I think it does what it needs to do. It draws some inspiration from earlier Doom levels, and you can see that here, for example, with the armor. It kind of feels a little bit like Hangar's armor, where you go and get the armor for the first time in Ultimate Doom. There's a little bit of inspiration going on there, I feel, and honestly, I'm going to just punch my way through this level because it makes it a bit more fun. But as you can see, there's a variety of enemies here that we have to take care of. Do not like this part here. I think it's very odd that you have to walk right up to the exit door in order to trigger the door to come outside here. And you do need to hit that switch. I think that's one of the more odd choices in this level, for sure. But as we walk back around here, you can see there are two chain gunners in the wall here, which we are going to take care of. Going to grab the health packs there. So this room very passively and very slightly reminds me of the room in Hangar, where you've got the armor secrets. Just because of the switches and all that, and the way it looks and such, it's kind of designed in a similar way. Don't know if that's anyone else here, but as you can see, you open up the secret room here and you get an armor bonus, which is kind of how it goes in Doom 2. So when you hit this second switch, it actually opens up a secret way to get outside here. Now, not much is really going on out here. There's just a bunch of imps hidden in the corner here. They're guarding the shotgun, which is a bit like how you get the shotgun in the first level of Doom 2. So there's a few parallels you can draw between this level and previous starting levels. Personally, I like this level. I think it's not very long, it's not very difficult, but it is very effective as a first stepping stone, I think. So the question here is, are we actually going to be able to get through here without dying? First things first though, not marked as a secret, but oddly takes you back to the start of the level, because obviously you aren't able to come back otherwise. That teleporter there. So let's see if we can call some infighting here. That'll make things a lot easier. So let's take care of this final chain gunner here. And we have done. And that's this level done. As I said, there isn't really that much to this level. The hardest bit is at the end there with the chain gunners, I'd argue. And probably the chain gunners in front of the blue key. But system control, for me, fine opening level. It does exactly what it needs to do. Doesn't overstay its welcome, but doesn't like throw too much at the player, which I think is very, very important. But it serves its function, and I think it does it really well. I know some people don't agree, but for me, this is not the worst starting level in Doom. But we'll take a look at it now through the PS1 lens. And as you can see, similar style, but very different skybox going on. That's the Doom 2 skybox out there. And as you can see, there's some coloured lighting going on here. I'm going to repeat what I did in the PC version here by going around and punching all of these enemies. So the story of Final Doom on PS1 is a very sad one, really. Mainly because this was not given the same kind of treatment as Doom and Doom 2 on PS1. Ultimately, this was kind of treated more as a side project. It was kind of more of a quick cash grab, and I've seen that in interviews when the developers were talking about that. This was very much a second place to Doom 64, which was kind of being developed around the same time. And I think that leads to this version suffering a little bit in departments compared to what Doom and Doom 2 got on the PS1. And obviously when I eventually get to the master levels, we can talk about that. But you kind of have the same limitations going on in this version as you did in the other versions of Doom on PS1. Oh, please don't kill me. That would be really, really annoying. So you end up with like coloured lighting, but I think it isn't implemented nearly as effectively in this version. But you can see that at least here, the conversion at least means that the level kind of has a very, very good comparison towards the PC version. And as you can see, they have put coloured lighting in, so it's not like it isn't here, it's just not used as effectively, I'd argue. But as we head outside here, you'll see that it's pretty much the same as the PC version. There's nothing really special going on out here. We take care of the imps here, grab the shotgun, which we're not going to use because we're going to use our Fists of Fury. I like how this level gives you the Berserk pack at the start. It really makes you feel powerful in this early level, which is something I really appreciate, because the Doom 2 kind of gave you the chainsaw, which was again a really clever move because it makes you feel really powerful against the enemies in those levels. So we're gonna take out the imp here. Now the secret here is a bit more obvious because they've kind of just changed the texture on it. Let's kill these guys. Oh, so you've killed that chain gunner for me. Oh, nice, and you're dead. So again, this teleport leads you back to the start. If you were playing this on multiplayer, like, that's the way that you kind of get like the level to be a bit more complete, so you don't end up being sort of trapped in the back end of the level. But ultimately, again, I like this level. I don't think there's too much wrong with it. It's not the most memorable of Doom levels, but I think as a first step, it's definitely got appeal, and I like it, if nothing else. System Control is one of those levels for me that I don't think it gets the praise it would get if it was in other Doom games. But as a first step for Final Doom, it's definitely really, really fun. So, what do you guys think of this one? Do you like this one? Do you hate this one? Do you feel that System Control is actually a really good starting level, or do you think it doesn't do enough? Let me know in the comments, and let me know which levels you're excited to see in this playthrough of Final Doom.